Hello, this is Father Daniel Kim, Maryknoll Missioner, and welcome to our daily Gospel reading and reflection. Today's Gospel reading is according to St. Matthew, chapter 11, verses 20 to 24. Jesus began to reproach the towns where most of his mighty deeds had been done, since they had not repented. Woe to you, Chorazin! Woe to you, Bethsaida! For if the mighty deeds done in your midst has been done in Tyre and Sidon, they would long ago have repented in sackcloth and ashes. But I tell you, it will be more tolerable for Tyre and Sidon on the day of judgment than for you. And as for you, Capernaum, will you be exalted to heaven? Will you go down to the netherworld? For if the mighty deeds done in your midst had been done in Sodom, it would have remained until this day. But I tell you, it will be more tolerable for the land of Sodom on the day of judgment than for you. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, O Lord Jesus Christ. Today we hear of Jesus' reproach of the towns, and the way he was scolding them reminds me on how my parents used to scold me when I was young. Oftentimes when I got into trouble, like Jesus, my parents would compare me to some of the naughtiest kids we know, and say that even they would not misbehave like I did. Much like what Jesus said about Chorazin and Bethsaida, that even Tyre and Sidon would have repented in sackcloth and ashes, and that even Sodom will be better off than that of Capernaum on the day of judgment. Now, my take on the likely reason why Jesus spoke so harshly against the places that were not only near and dear to Israel, but to Jesus himself, was perhaps he was venting his frustration on the waywardness of the places that he cared so much about. Similarly to parents, where many of their frustrations with their children, who they love dearly, are vented in a hyperbolic way. For me, this points to Jesus undergoing the same bittersweet experience of human life, that is, at times experiencing frustration and heartache because of those whom we love and care for. However, despite these hardships, to love and be loved is the pinnacle experience to be human. Therefore, God sent his only Son to show us his love, not only through Jesus' great works and teachings, but also through his suffering as well. Thank you for listening to today's Gospel reading and reflection. Please be sure to tune in again tomorrow. Have a blessed and wonderful day.
If you enjoyed today's Gospel reading and reflection, please make sure that you subscribe wherever you're listening to podcasts. Also, if you know somebody who may find value in today's reading, please make sure that you share it with them. To learn more about how you can support the work that Maryknoll does around the world, please visit us at maryknollsociety.org. And if you're interested in subscribing to our online magazine, please feel free to visit us at maryknollmagazine.org. Thank you once again for spending your time with us today, and God bless.